Hello and welcome everyone to Anfield Road TV. We have got an absolute chocker show this evening. It's me and Kev, the usual crowd anyway. But if you are new around here, want to keep up to date on all the things Zubimendi, Liverpool news, live shows, post-match shows, pre-match shows, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below on the road to 10k. Massive thank you to all the new subscribers as well. And of course to the originals that have subscribed on the channel over the last couple of years. You're absolute legends. Kev, hope you are well, mate. We were just saying in the green room anyway that you were just a bit under the weather, but massive thank you for coming on tonight, mate.
Yeah, no hassle. Just a bit of it because I had a tummy bug. If anybody knows me on social media, I had a really bad tummy bug kind of thing, like that I picked up in the hospital like about a week and a half ago. But it's at that stage where you're okay for kind of like it's called the eye of the storm. You feel ill, and then like you feel like you're perfectly fine for like a week or so, and then when it's starting to leave your system virus wise, you feel a bit off. So that's the stage I'm at now at the moment.
So hopefully, Kev, you are okay, and hopefully no one beat near Scran tonight. So yeah, just pause that bit. That's all good. We're speaking about Zubimendi. As I said, if you're a regular on the channel, especially this week, me and Kev will go over some of the latest up to dates. Really, we tried to get the latest update. But as I said, if you are watching this on the repeat and we've officially signed him, please don't comment. He's signed, because this was recorded a couple of hours before. So as we know, the world of sports journalism can very change over a matter of like 10 minutes. So yeah. And if he does officially sign and we see him on the website, then we'll be as quick as we possibly can. As long as it's not like 5 o'clock in the morning, we won't be. Kev might be, but not me. I'll be in bed. Liverpool's big update. We'll quickly read out everyone's comments as well. Big update, Trev. Massive thank you, mate, for the support over the last couple of weeks. Hope you are good, my mate. On this fine Monday, and everyone's had a good start to the week, whatever you've been up to. Big up there, Matthias. There's not one you want to move because that reason why he's telling him is, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But firstly, Kev, interesting one from a graphic point of view, in terms of a business point of view. Liverpool, as we know, over the last couple of weeks, Liverpool did bring this to the forefront of the media. Will be using this icon. The Liver Bird is very synonymous, really, with the city of Liverpool. Of course, with the two Liver Birds overlooking the city, one looking over the city, and obviously the other one overlooking the docks and the seafront. Obviously, keeping an eye out over all the sailors that were back in that day. So a little bit of historical. I've definitely no historian, Kev. But in regards to Liverpool, do you like the badge or just?
I do, yeah. I like it. It's very simplistic. So it's like the old badge, like the original kind of lineup or setup. I always like the crest as well. I would call this more of like, a simple badge, and I would call the other one more of a crest. So I don't know why we just can't kind of keep both. And then just kind of say, look, this is the actual crest for the whole club, and this is the badge that we wear on the jersey. I don't see the point, unless it's like a marketing thing, really.
Yeah, 100% marketing thing. There will be a fundamental fella in the Liverpool marketing department that this will make millions and billions anyway. So there's a reason behind everything, really, that Liverpool do, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. Chat, I'll start a quick poll in a sec when Kev gets into full flow in terms of the next topic. Yay or nay? That one, the one that they're rolling out on all social medias, it's the usual badge that we've had over the years anyway.
Yeah.
Or do you prefer, as Kev said, the Liverpool like other badge, to say the least, with the
other one?
Yeah, the other one. So let's get to everyone's comments as well, and then we'll go on to the next story. And if any cut stories that you've seen today, chat, and you want us to discuss, if we've got time, we should have time anyway, but drop them in and we'll re-go over the comments as well. Big up there, Lars. Love from Copenhagen. Go at the Scandinavian heads. You're absolute legends. There we go, Lars. Hope you've had a good day, mate. You guys. Do you know? I know
Leo's
what.
goals.
Yeah, Leo. He's a good lad. I don't know him personally. Never done any videos with him, but you know who he is. Everyone, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, I think it's the lad that does the shorts as well, where he does a lot of great watch-alongs as well. So big up there. Hopefully one day.
I have to look him up to see if I know him.
Yeah, you'll know his face. But yeah, hopefully we can get him on the channel this season, maybe. If that's what he's want, let us know. But big up there as well. Massive thank you, Cozy. Good to see you in the comments. Don't get, he's doing my job for you. Big up there, Scallywag. Not too bad of a username now. Lads, I found 51 million down the back of the couch, and I pass it on to you. Yeah, we'll have a quick Scally. We'll have
Portuguese lad, isn't it? Yeah, I was wondering where he knew the name from. He's Portuguese or something, isn't he?
Yeah, he's smashing it as always.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Yeah.
Yeah, Scally, we'll all have a quick whip round or on the lunch break or whatnot, lads. I'm pretty sure we'll especially if everyone gets the new Liverpool kit. Kev, we've had this debate. Like, you need a mortgage to get a Liverpool kit now. Like, and God forbid if you've got like a family as well. Like, in terms of you have to get everyone a kit, but that's another show in itself. So I don't want to get into that one. But in terms of nice one there, chat, we'll get to all your comments in a little second. Quickly straight into this, Kev. We've been covering. Kev, we spoke about the 2 previous bids that have been lodged over the last couple of weeks. We know when we've spoken, when we spoke with you, chat, the bids were kind of embarrassing, would you say? I think for a player with disability, Kev, I think when we spoke this last week, it was a fee in the region of 10 to 15 million that Liverpool were wanting. And obviously, and this tweet from obviously Paul Joyce. Red Bull Salzburg have submitted a third bid for the midfielder Bobby Clark, which is thought to be closer to the club's 10 million asking price. What would you thoughts on the player, mate, in terms of that?
Very good player, like a very, very good future ahead of him as a player. Maybe it doesn't suit the Liverpool type football, or it doesn't suit Slat's type of setup, or maybe Slat just kind of wants to pack the team full of more experienced players while letting in a handful of ones that he sees will have more of an opportunity within the side. But 10 million asking price is okay for a kid of his name. I mean, he's homegrown when it comes to English football. And if Dam Solanke, we had to pay like Chelsea Dam Solanke in a tribunal of nearly 10 million after a tribunal. So I don't see why, if we're selling a player that's still under contract, that we can't sell him for the same money. So yeah, good player, but if he doesn't suit the Slat style, then he doesn't suit the Slat style. But for me, sell players that don't suit. Get in your 17.5 to 20% of add-ons, and maybe even a sell-on clause.
Yeah, I'll ask you, Kev, but I'll pose it to you as well, chat. What do you think of the match, like the kind of the emphasis really in relation to, you mentioned a couple of players there in terms of Arne Slot. We knew he was going to be no nonsense. He's analysed the squad over the last couple of weeks since he's been at Liverpool, but that no nonsense attitude really, especially when it comes to the youth. I'm not that surprised, because we've said last couple of weeks in terms of, if you haven't checked out our video that we done in relation to analysing the squad, we spoke about the players that might be going. I think Bobby Clark might have been on our loan list in terms of maybe loan out or whatnot. But is this part of the plan? Like, honestly, in all honesty, trying to get these £5-10 million players and then just trying to get that quality in straight away and not a overall emphasis.
I think it's
the youth.
I think it's creating space and then filling it. I think it's with the right quality of space. So I mean, if Slatsy is right, he's had a good look at these guys of pre-season. Probably had a look at previous videos of the guys and how they play, where they can be developed. And if they don't suit his style and he doesn't think they can be done, or there's too much work to be done, he'll just move them on for the right money, because they're at their kind of like of peak of where Liverpool can take them. I know they have to develop on their own, getting regular football. So yeah, for me, it's a no-brainer to release or to sell and replace if we need to. But it just has to be the right caliber player, I think. So yeah.
To Scally's comment there, do you anticipate a buyback clause in, especially that?
Not in this one. I think more of a sell-on clause.
Yeah.
I don't think a buyback clause. I think they'll have more of a sell-on clause with these kind of players, because I don't think they might even want to buy them back if they need to. I think it's just the emergence of it's we're saying Neoni, but I think he pronounces it Noni. Is it the way he's pronounced? I don't know what way he's pronouncing it, but I think the emergence of these kind of types of players are going to get more game time than Bobby Clark. So and and especially in the positions that they're playing. So, Elliott's there, Gravenberch is there, Nyoni is there, Diaz is there, Gakpo is there. There's not going to be much game time for these lads. You might as well make the money off them now.
I'm excited, mate, and chat, I'll say that to you as well. Like as Kev's alluded to, packing out the squad, because there's been years, especially under the Jurgen Klopp years, certain moments as well. We did have, obviously, Elliott went out on loan to Blackburn, obviously come back, got that injury, and then come back into the starting 11 again. You have to be a very special player, not just for Liverpool in terms of being at a youth level as well, to really get into the starting 11 at the age of 18, 19, 20. You really need to be pushing the first team of any professional football club in terms of Europe as well, and at an elite level standard as well, chap. But let us know your thoughts on that. Are you disappointed or whatnot? Or do you think if we can get 10, 12, 15 million in around that ballpark, especially to Liverpool's valuation, as Paul Joyce says today, I think it'd be good business, certainly. Next one, in terms of Virgil van Dijk, me and Kev, we were saying before we go on air, the consensus really is that Virgil will sign a new deal, a new contract. Obviously, the captain of Liverpool Football Club. We're going to get to his comments in a little second as well. But for anyone that has obviously been away from social media over the last 24 hours, come out after the game, he did make comments as well. But from the Times today, another great article from Paul Joyce. All the links to the articles as well are in the description. Please do check them out in the full entirety as well, as I always say. So Liverpool set to yet to offer Virgil van Dijk a new contract. The Dutchman, who has entered the final year of his deal at Anfield, says the club needs new signings to complete this season, and FSG's management comes under scrutiny as well. But more or less, Van Dijk, we'll get to the comments in a sec, Kev. It's not the first time he's done this as well. More or less past the baton to FSG or the football club, the people above him, making those decisions, really.
Yeah, he's been saying it about 6 months now, man. Yeah. So that he wants the signings in. So his situation will be solved by November. He just wants to see the signings in the door first, and then the club will sit down and talk to him and Trent and whoever else they want to keep on in October, November. That kind of that around that time. Normally around the kind of when the Champions League football kind of is at the halfway point,
Yeah.
They'll tend to do that. But look, there's nothing new here. Liverpool don't tend to offer contracts straight away in the summer previous to signing players. They've always done it around October, November when it comes into the final year of contracts. So this is nothing new. This is just all a load of scapegoating to make everything seem more panicky.
Do you want to go through Virgil van Dijk's quotes there, mate? Can you see?
Yes, there's no changes at the moment. I think you should make some signings based on how long the season will go, but they are working behind the scenes, and I am fully convinced to trust the club that they will do the right thing for us. That is the main thing I am focusing on, having the trust, and we will see what happens. Rich Jolly. Right, so that's the same old. He's trusting the club to do the right things. He's seen that there's moves being made. All of this talk of kind of Zubimendi maybe wanting to join is kind of gone out the window now. It's all about paying Zubimendi and Zubimendi paying Real Sociedad to get this kind of thing going. But we have to decide to trigger that release clause. We're hoping to get him cheaper, I suppose. I don't think in any way, shape or form that all these lads leaving is any way to fund sales. We have the monies there for buying players. It's just the right players. I think we want to get our number one target out of the way first, and then all the rest will just kind of come flying in. To be honest with you, because it just makes it easier to know where you're going when you spend the most money, and then after that, anybody after it's going to be around the 30 to 40 million mark, and it's going to be kind of easy buys then kind of really after that.
Certainly, miss. Let's get to a couple of comments as well, as much as we possibly can. But Kev, spot on there as always. Francis has gone because it's a buyout clause. Yeah, we know that. We'll get to that, mate. We'll get to that. Everyone just tune in.
No, it's not a buyout clause. But we'll get yeah.
I'm no Spanish legal expert in regards to contracts, but we'll give our best 10 pence anyway. Matthias, to me, it looks like FSG are turning every stone to find money for the Zubimendi deal. Selling 19-year-old kids before you truly see their potential is, to me, a rash decision. Interesting. I think some people might think it's very similar to you, Matthias, but I think the only time, as Kev said there, time will be the biggest teller in regards to who Liverpool bring in this window. Because I think hopefully it's not just Zubimendi. There's still not massive holes in the squad, but there's certainly room to very much improve, as Kev alluded to, making room with some of the youngsters as well.
I think with some of the other big signings that I think the other signings that we're going to go for are probably people that are important to their clubs, and it's all about timing. So the Zubimendi deal was something that could be done at any time, at any point. Get that out of the way first. I think everything else is going to be coming up to like when we get closer to the window, that they just want to kind of, you know, turn a player's head or do something like that, you know. So yeah, the main thing is that there will be signings. I don't think it'll just be the one. I think there'll be a couple in there.
Yeah, 100%, miss. Yes, yeah, big up there, DJ. We'll get back to that. Don't ask why I said DJ. As well, big up there, Liverpool videos. Appreciate you guys growing. No, we appreciate you, mate. Massive thank you to you and everyone that tunes in, not just to my channel, but to Kev's channel. And obviously, they're growing. There's so many great Liverpool channels out there. There's so many to name, but you all know them anyway. And everyone brings something, their own energy and their own special twist on things as well. So it's very good. So everyone keep on smashing it. Yeah, FSG will take the money for sure as well. Couldn't move for Zubimendi. You will get to that one there, La. It's going to happen. Big up there, Azur. It's going to happen with Zubimendi. It's just his club. Yeah. Positive. We love it, mate. It will do. Got a couple of ones. Yeah. Big up there, chat. If you haven't already done so as well, do drop a like on the video. Massively helps out, not just my channel, but when you're watching Kev's live stream watch-alongs or whatnot, on his channel as well. Get them in, and on everyone's videos as well. If you haven't already done so, can we get 85 likes right now? Go ahead. And if you're watching or if you've got the live chat up, just close that little box, as Kev said yesterday, and then just drop a little click on the arrow. Massively does help out. Keep on getting your comments in. More or less the final. Oh, one gone. We've got another. Yeah, the final one in regards. Everyone's clicking on the video, of course. We all wanting the latest updates, as I said. Obviously, this come out this afternoon, but obviously being in work today. Justin Real Sociedad informed Martin Zubimendi that he must personally activate his 51 million release clause if he wishes to depart his boyhood club in Spain. This requires the midfielder to visit La Liga officers and settle the clause himself. Kev, as we were saying, it's the normal within the Spanish Federation.
Neymar did it to get out of Barcelona. Yeah, everybody else does it in Spain. If they're on large contracts, it has to be dealt with through La Liga. And the player himself has to buy himself out of it, which means that Liverpool will have to ensure that it's happening. Then they would transfer the money to him and his representatives. They would take that to La Liga. They would pay off the debt plus taxes. And then they would go back to the main cut of that would go to Real Sociedad. And, you know, there'll be a kind of like an association tax on that. So, but I think Zubimendi is just trying to see the best deal that he can possibly get for Real Sociedad if he's going to leave.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, you could say it's 51 million, but all of a sudden Real Sociedad might only see like 37 million out of that or something, you know. So I think it'll be slightly more than what we're thinking. I think we'll trigger the release clause, or it's not a release clause. It is a release clause. But it's more like a personal. Yeah, you're right. It's a buyout rather than a release clause. That's what I'm going. And backwards there, Smava.
You're spot on. Let us know. Obviously, if you can think of a certain Spanish player, I think Pedri's got a Barcelona. I think he's got a crazy 1 billion buyout. That's weird if anyone buys that and bails Barcelona out of their financial predicament that they have found themselves over the last 10 years. Then I'll be very disappointed because I don't want Barca back. I think
the Saudi league will do it for 6 months.
Oh yeah. No, but it's going to be interesting, Kev. It's every player, majority in La Liga, do have evaluation. As Pedri, Barca value him massively to their squad. So buyouts of that nature or release clause, whatever you want to class them as, the very much are warranted to the certain individual player's value to that team and the football club as well. But it's going to be interesting, chat. But the most important thing, and if you're just discovering the channel, chat, go back and watch our videos last week. Me and Kev told you all to just chill a bit. We'll get him. But it was that relation there. Kev he was doing it respectively. Like, it's all about respect in terms of not just to Real Sociedad, but in terms of our standing, we are a club that, in terms of negotiations, want to be respected and have been over the years as well in terms of how we handle ourselves. There's certain clubs in the Premier League, but we know that's those teams that go in there, bid for a player, then pull the plug. There was a certain player, was one of the strikers Chelsea were getting, and then for some bizarre reason, whatever you want to read into it, if you want to read all the rumours and that, just basically pulled the plug midway through discussions. So they've then unsettled that player. Yeah. And then that football club has gotten very much unhappy player. And it just creates a world of difficulties, really, for everyone involved.
There's certain ways to do business, and some clubs just don't do it right. So, I mean, that's what it's at. That's, Liverpool, they've got really good standing with 99.9% of the clubs around the planet, I'd say. So I don't think there'll be any issues there with this. So with regards, like, the Zubimendi deal, I think Liverpool and Real Sociedad are on the same kind. Like, there's no badness there between them. I think this is just what football business is about. So
quickly shout out each other.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's Spider LFC. We never work with our family, so I don't think any of the mods are in the chat now. They normally throw it in there.
Oh yeah, but, Mark's on it.
Mark's in. Oh, there you go. Mark's did it. That's the link there, lads. But you'd think that, like, that maybe Liverpool went in to negotiate this. I mean, look, Richard Hughes is well known around the place for getting good deals done, and so is Edwards. I'll just say this, lads, and I'm going to repeat myself because there's a few more people in tonight, and I know there's going to be somebody in the chat that's always going to be speaking about FSG, but this has nothing whatsoever to do with FSG. The money is there to be sanctioned. It just needs to be, the trigger just needs to be pulled by Michael Edwards when he makes the final decision. Richard Hughes does the negotiating, and that's it. FSG are gone off now. They're gone off to buy another club and invest in a new business. It's got nothing to do with them, with the sales and players of anymore, unless it goes over like the Caicedo type of money. So
100% there, 100%, lads. I still can't believe. I remember we done our videos, like everyone done their videos at and me being a silly sausage at the time. I was doing a video at 2:00 in the morning, and then I woke up and everyone was like in the comments, "You're not getting them." I was like, "What?" Like, so it's before I die. Oh bloody hell! Yeah, hopefully, we go. Zubimendi in through the door. So that's football, the world of football. Massive thank you to everyone that has subscribed to, obviously, Kev's channel link. Obviously, Spider LFC as well. Mark, the very good mod, as well as put it in there. Give Kev a sub and obviously try and get him up to a K. If you do follow him on other social media platforms as well, try and get him to a K on TikTok so Kev can do a bit more live interactions with Liverpool fans around the world as well. We are on social media as well. We're all on those platforms, all on Anfield Road TV as well. But Kev's a part of the furniture as well, an absolute legend. So let's get to Noah's comments. Big up there, mates. We all know FSG is only greedy, not sinister. They control most. No, they don't. No, they do not control me. But I know certainly. I've been on YouTube for 7-8 years now.
So much conspiracy theories out there. What is going on?
Everyone put.
Let's live in reality. Like, we've not. I know you're probably talking about like the bigger channels, but they haven't. I mean, they get leeway for thing, but none of the YouTubers right like that have anything to do with FSG. Not a whole.
Yeah, no, certainly not. And I know for being on YouTube 7-8 years and studied media as well for a very large part of that as well, and certainly not. Everyone is independent, regardless if you're a reporter on the streets. Everyone's independent, and the only backing that you will get is part about any. If you want to create a business or anything, it's about getting sponsors, and certainly FSG aren't sitting there and sponsoring any, and I say for that for a matter, any fan channels as well. Everyone gives their views and opinions as well, and everyone works hard. And
but I do, for me, when people are going, like, when people go all the FSG outings lately and there's trending thing, nobody gives an explanation why they're FSG out. They just say, no, the owners, they go directly at the owner. Like, I'm not pro FSG or post. I'm just pro the fact that they looked after the club well, and the balance is there. We're a well-run club, business-wise. We're in the black. We're in debt to nobody, and any healthy tax that we're in is stuff that's rotated so that we don't have to pay more taxes. That's just the way business work, or the way businesses work. But So you
I
gave. But
was
but
Ricky.
no, but what's like okay, no, but that's not about Ricky. I know what Ricky's reason is for the FSG, but there's none now that make any sense, because the FSG have nothing got to do with the running and the spending of the club now. It's all Michael Edwards. He's the COO of football now, so he's the CEO of buying players and
straight away.
Yeah.
We've got one of the best footballing operations running our football club. Just look at Chelsea. Do we want to be a football club that is whacking 80 odd million?
Yeah.
Literally just said 5 minutes ago for anyone tuning in. They are literally unsettling so many football clubs. Like if I'm a business owner in terms of if I own a bit like a football and business, like I'm not selling to Chelsea unless they activate a silly release clause of 100 million for my player, and I know guarantees that they're going to come in, but they have destroyed everyone that's come into Chelsea post the obviously changing the structure and the ownership. They've taken out so much of the football and principles of that football club, and I say the football and people as well, like to Petr Cech, the people behind the scenes that done the day-to-day business. Speaking from and listening to a lot of the top journalists as well, though, Kev, like they've just gutted that club to a point where it's just people are in positions of power in terms of football and operations, and you haven't got a clue what they're doing.
Like I would put the thing because it's Grandos talking about it here. I would put it to the chat myself, and I would say to the guys, what would be your solution to FSG in the chat? What would you do? Like, because if you like, for me personally, if you go to look and get a Saudi owner in, they can't spend money. Like City and Chelsea got away with it for so long because they did it before all of these FFP things came in and all of that came in, just measures to stop them from walking away with the league. But I mean, we've competed as best as we could without Liverpool in this league. I know. I think I seen one comment in the chat saying we haven't done anything since 2019. How have we fallen behind? I don't understand how we've fallen behind. We've been challenging. We've been behind. We would like every other team is 20 odd points behind us there for the last few seasons, and we're like a point or two behind City the whole time. And City have cheated to get where they are, but we haven't. We've done it. We've done it to the best of our abilities. When we needed a spine replaced, FSG gave us Virgil van Dijk, they gave us Fabinho, and they gave us Alisson within 2 windows. And I can't turn around and say that's bad business. We needed it, they bought it. Now, when you're saying that the year after we won the league, you would assume that the same team was good enough with a slight top up to be able to win the league again. That wasn't tired. So we pretty much, like, remember in that league, in the year we won the league, we were 25 points ahead before we started having bevies. When we lost after we lost to Watford,
and couldn't even line up on the halfway line.
They couldn't even line up in the halfway line, and we ended up winning the league by 18 points, and we were the earliest and the latest to ever win the league. So you would assume that this same team could go on and do the league again next year with maybe one buy or so, which we probably did. But I know Van den Berg came in and somebody else came in, but you'd also have to think
like straight away.
Chelsea, they bought everybody, and they do nothing.
And to cut across as well, sorry, mate, and just the notion that if we did, as Kev's alluded to, there, say if someone did come in, look at Newcastle. Like, I've got a load of Georgie mates, and their frustration, they're banging their head against the wall, going, "We can't spend." And obviously that is obviously with the rules now in place post Manchester City. The league was like, "Oh, we have to do something. We'll put some," and I can get the frustration of Newcastle fans because you've got the richest owners in world football, or if not in the top 5%, but you can't. And that's obviously detrimented by the lack of their spending under Mike Ashley for the 20 years or whatever he was there. But I can get the frustrations, chat. But the biggest, the one thing that will unite Liverpool's fan base in regards to what happens is post Salah era, because we don't replace Salah and we don't replace Van Dijk, and say if Ali decides like those two have gone, I'm going to leave. Then, not to panic, but the pressure will be on the football club. But it will be on in regards to the likes of Hughes, the people that run the football and operations. Because if you don't replace any team in world football, for that matter, was to lose 3 players of that immense quality in a couple of years' time and didn't replace them, we'd become what we used to be under Brendan Rodgers, where we'd be mingling rounds. Because it's not just those 3 players. If Liverpool did thing is, we'll always back them regardless if Liverpool sit in 10th. The majority of us, 99% of us, will back our football club. We'll get behind the lads. So come wind or storm, really. You never walk alone. That's what it's all about and everything. But it's then we'll have issues. But we are in one of the best positions, this football club. I'd say, we are in the best financial stance we have ever been as a football club.
Could be worse. It could be the Glazers coming in to try and make a profit off the club and not, only putting back in every couple of seasons when they know that they can get a tax rebate out of it. The difference there is that, like, when you look at it this way, last season we signed Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, right, in 23-24, Ryan Gravenberch and Wataru Endo. And that's 4 really good signings there, in that way. And then you go back to 22-23, we had Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, right, it came in that window. The year before that, Luis Diaz, Konate came in. So you're talking about 2 top-ups all the time per season. And then you're 21, Diogo Jota, Thiago, Tsimikas came in, and there was all these loan fees and back and forth and all that we had. Ozan Kabak when we had a bad season there, and we were desperate for people. So I think the only bad season that we had was really the 1920 season for making signings in with Minamino and Sepp Vandenberg. Outside of that, we've balanced ship. But look, I don't want to be a team that goes out and spends absolutely hundreds of millions and sees no comeback from it. Only a lot of egos, nobody that's cohesive on the pitch and whatever. Liverpool are run well. We self-sustain. There's 190 million, I know for sure, that's been brought in from last year from getting into the Champions League, and then you pay a bit of tax out of that, and you're talking about the gates as well for this season. You're after releasing over 200,000 a week, and Thiago Alcantara going out there with his wages, so the money is there. It's just they want to get the Zubimendi deal over the line, and because that's the way that Hughes is over there doing that. That's where his concentration is. We can't just go along and sign other players at the same time because Hughes wants to do the dealings. So he's telling the guys and their agents of the next players that we're going to buy already know that he's coming to them next. So the difference is he just wants to get the Zubimendi deal over the line. Once that's over the line, or if it's not over the line, there's Ederson, there's Varela, there's other people of the same ilk, of the same type of player that are there, but Liverpool wants Zubimendi first, and they're leaving Zubimendi know that he's the first choice. So, and if he doesn't come, it's just down to bureaucracy, really, and it doesn't seem to be down to the player anymore. It's just down to this kind of like deal that needs to be done. But there's no issue with the sales, there's no issue with money there. The money is there. It's just buying it right and the timing is right. I think, even Hughes had planned to leave it a bit later in the window so that he could turn a few players' heads that you mightn't normally see get their heads turned. So, yeah.
He's the star buyer this summer, though, Kev. He is going to be a marquee signing because he's coming straight into that Liverpool side. I know everyone was waxing lyrical about Gravenberch in that pre-season game, but very good, and he could play that position this season if he has a bit of good form about him as well. But he's going straight into our starting 11. Like, he's just come off the back of winning the Euros. He's got that good reputation. Not necessarily I've seen a lot of him, really, but in regards to very much his glowing reputation within the Spanish La Liga, it speaks for itself as well. So considering the amount of clubs that have already tried and got him, this is a massive statement. If the likes of Bayern didn't get him,
instantly said no to all of them. Instantly said no to them all.
So it's. We are a different football club. Big up there, Jem, mate. Massive thank you for the super chat, mate. Absolute legend.
Hey, Jen.
Absolute legends. James, got any questions? Do get them in as well, mate. And chat, massive thank you. There's 101 of yous in here, chat. Welcome.
Just the Basque region as well. The Basque region is a terrible place to try and do business with. They're always notoriously bad to do dealings with. But look, at the end of the day, it looks like Zubimendi is wanting to come now, and he just wants the best deal for Sociedad. So it's just about doing the channels now through La Liga and doing all that. So here we go. Look, buyout clauses.
Sorry,
you want to?
No, I was just going to apologise for my awful photoshopping. There, you can see the quotes and the quotes and the likes as well.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry. I should be sacked on the spot in terms of my poor
2 eyes down there, just like that.
There we go. Go ahead, Kev. Just today, just kind of detailed a bit more of the thing.
Buyout clauses, typical in Spain and slightly different to a release clause, legally requires a player to buy out his contract at the specified amount. The purchasing club still pays the amount to that player, a complex process due to tax implications and logistical challenges, who then deposits it to La Liga and is released from his terms. So, and obviously he has to pay his Spanish taxes and stuff like that. You know how notorious Spanish, the Spanish government are with footballers' taxes. They come chasing, and sometimes footballers don't even know they owe this and that, because it's a complicated process over there. It's simple for them because they designed it, but it's very complicated for the fella who just kicks a football around the pitch to understand what's going on.
That's right.
Footballers are notoriously stupid, so yeah.
You won't have a clue. Was it Messi? Was it Messi had a bit of a 10 years ago?
Loads. It was Ronaldo was one. Messi was one. Neymar had tax problems. These people, they're just supposed to get it done for them,
Yeah, right. We'll wrap through all these comments. So nice one there. That was from Mel Reddy, just detailing a bit of the structuring of how it works and all that. Yeah. A bit more insight. Big up there, Ellie Woods. Big up there, or Woods. Big up there, mate. People were moaning about FSG. Conveniently ignore the good they have done too. LFC is a commercial juggernaut now and was the most watched club in the Premier League last season. I get the anger.
That means in history, by the way.
Yeah, and you get the anger, but be balanced, please. 100% there, Woods. I'm guessing you didn't see our video yesterday, and we spoke about that quite very much to a point.
Is it Eli or is it it's Eli, isn't it? Because it's Eli. Yeah, it's Eli. Yeah,
Woods is spot on there, anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, but that's just the way. But the problem is, when do you ever hear about FSG from August until May? You don't. Well, you do, but it's in January. When the people are a bit full after Christmas and they're still eating their dinner or full of drink and they're just like, I couldn't be arsed now talking about FSG. So the usual guys that are just out for the transfer window, a lot of people just turn up for the transfer window, lads. Most of the people you see talking on Twitter about FSG out this, FSG out that, you won't see them throughout the season when the football starts. The football will start and they'll go back into their FIFA huddle, just doing Ultimate Team and just and Football Manager and just thinking, I know better than everybody else in the world when it comes to that. That's the majority of those really, really staunch ones. So, but then there's regular fans out there that do it. But the majority that you see in the transfer window is pretty much that. So I take no notice of it. Don't worry about these. I couldn't believe it. Liverpool won 4-1 yesterday. 4-1 yesterday. And then I look at a trend on Twitter and it says FSG out.
I've been on YouTube for years. That trend has been going on for every single week.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since last year. I didn't see it in the January transfer window. No. I didn't see it at all. But I'm seeing it again this year. So I'm just like, who are these guys and what is the logic? I don't know. If FSG did wrong by the club fully, for me, I'd be the first one to turn around and say, get them out. Straight away. They have to go. If they let us slip and they let Edwards not do his job properly or Hughes not do his job properly, and because Edwards is a stat guy. He's the guy that does all the stats, but he's the guy that says yes to all the deals being done. So he'll go and he'll look at the stats and the figures. FSG trust him to do it. FSG are gone. They're going off buying a new franchise in America and they're looking for a football club in Europe. So they're just flying around to these clubs having chit chats. They don't even know what's happening in Liverpool at the moment until they just see weekly reports that are thrown in. That's it.
Yeah.
They're done.
When you come to that level in the global, when you're sitting around the table, if the average Joe all of us who sat around the table full of billionaires and millionaires, they just look at us, go, whatever, lads. What waffle are you chatting? You wouldn't care. As Kev said, we have got a structure in place now that they just and FSG don't sit there and write the checks. They don't. They go to the bank and go, right, can you lend us that, and then we'll pay off the interest and all that.
Yeah.
So as well, it's mad. But we'll quickly get to all your comments as well, and we will conclude. But we will recap for anyone tuning in now as well. We'll go over what we've spoke about. Big up there, Jen. Much better, mate. Much better. That second game finished me off. Was it yesterday? I should have just let Kev do it because
I would have just brought the pillow.
Yeah, I was going to say that second game. Well done to everyone that soldier through that second game. Anyway, as big up there, Silver. Anfield now is the fourth biggest stadium in England. FSG wanted to build a separate new stadium, yet the same fellows that are FSG didn't want us to move as well.
True. Yeah.
Nice. These are all chatting amongst each other. Big up there, Everest. Hope you're well, mate. I know obviously you put a comment in this week. Looking after yourself, mate. Thinking of you. Keep your chin up on that. and hopefully today and this week is a better day for you, mate. So I think keep your head up, lads. But yeah, big up there. Yeah, it's the thing, though. No, like this is why obviously this channel, like, thing is, there might be people out there that disagree with me and Kev, but that sounds, as long as everyone's being respectful to one another in the comments, we all are all adults at the end of the day. Like,
I'm just using common sense. I'm just, lads. I never ever give my own opinion, like ever. I only use facts and stats and numbers and stuff like that. So when I turn around, I just say that this is this or this is that. It's only because I'm going by what I read and what I see and what works, you know. So I don't turn around and say that like I love FSG because, you know, we're in a good place, because I believe we're in a good place. I'm just going by what I see in the numbers, and that's what I've always stood by. But I mean, there's always scapegoats for signing. I just think, look, a lot of people like a lot of signings, and that's what it's about. It's about getting that adrenaline and that you know that adrenaline through your body and the endorphins from just seeing signings come through the door. But you know, a lot of people are hooked on that from, you know, the day-to-day lives of playing FIFA. So they just mouth it online saying, I need it in real life in my club. This is my club and I want them to sign. But then we can't turn it to Chelsea. We can't. So don't, like, we can't. That's, I probably never watch football again if it was if it ended up like that.
Yeah,
I agree with you, never walk alone. The price of George is just scandalous.
Go back on numerous years of me doing content, mate. It's like, it should be. And I've always said this, Kev, and chat, let us know. Obviously, for the bit more older generation, more than me, apologies, chat, if you're getting on there. Did it used to be 2 years a home kit? Was it?
Yeah, before, back in the day, they did have a home kit 2 years, and
that change?
And 90s. It was the 90s, because I remember like the 1992 to 94 kit was the same as and it should be like that. You shouldn't really have to do it, but look, the sales are there. The problem is, you could change. It's great when they did it every season when the kit was around £70 with the printed on the back, you know. But now it's £160 with the print on the back. It's nuts.
And everyone goes, obviously, shared. It used to be back in the day, shared sales contributed to the finances, but now the commercial revenue, like the shared sales, don't really make up even probably a large percentage. Like, it's the bottom tier, really, but they still make money. Don't get me wrong.
It's the deal, because you're getting 75 million a year off of Nike at the moment, and then you're getting 20% of their sales. So that's already a massive revenue coming in for the club, and that's outside shirt sales alone. But think of it this way: Liverpool are getting 20% of Nike sales, not Nike Liverpool stuff, all Nike sales, just to do this deal, you know, over a 10-year period, because they can. They're $1 trillion company, like, you know. So
100%. Just do apologise we haven't got to all your comments. Me and Kev, obviously, the bigger these shows do get, we'll always try and get to every single one of your comments, but if we can't, we'll flash it up on the screen. And obviously, well, these are absolute legends. There's 87 of you in here, chat. If we can get 87 likes on the video at this moment in time, it'd be massively appreciated. Just get it out there for everyone else as well.
Even if you don't like that we're being slightly sensible about FSG and buy-ins and stuff like that, still like, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that we'll agree on and a lot of stuff that we won't agree on, but it's you know, the likes are what helps the channel. That's so cheers.
Big up there. Make sure you head over to Spider LFC as well on all socials. Big up there, Bush. Free players all we need. Free players are all we need when we get Zubi and get Gordon, Rebecca. Not really too sure on that. Rebecca Lakebi. Oh, completely butchered that. Teams don't just need refuse over the window. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough as well. You got your comments there. Big up there. Was it Silver? You're welcome, mate. Massive thank you to everyone that is commenting tonight as well. Anyone watching on the repeat, everyone's welcome on the channel. Big up there, Silver. Hey, nice one for that, mate. Massive thank you for the super chat.
Cheers.
Massive thank you to everyone supporting the channel as well. But we'll quickly recap for anyone who's tuning in, coming in from work or whatever you've been up to today. This will go straight into the Zubimendi. This is the latest one, but as I said, football and journalism scene changes very rapidly. So once we finished off alive, we probably got another update as well from the likes of Paul Joyce and the other well-respected journalists out there. But Real Sociedad have informed Zubimendi that he must personally activate his 51 million release clause if he wishes to depart his boyhood club. This requires the midfielder to visit La Liga offices and settle the clause himself. Hopefully, the fax machine doesn't break. If you know, you know. Well, that was mad. Remember David De Gea? It turned out they weren't like legit people. They were just blagging it, like with a briefcase and everything, weren't they, back in the day?
Wow.
Remember when they
About to do that? Yeah.
David De Gea's moved to Real Madrid years ago? It was.
Oh yeah, from United.
Yeah, it's up there with the Peter Odemwingie like transfer saga back in the day. Remember when Odemwingie was like literally outside, was it West Brom or Stoke City's training ground on transfer deadline day, and the reporters are going, "Where you going, lad?" He's like, "I'm signing for these," and he's like, "We've just got word that you're not going to the football club and you want you back." And Tony Pulis was absolutely blazing as well. I'd be blazing if I played for Tony Pulis, if I'm being honest. My man said Serge Gnabry wasn't a half decent footballer, and Serge, look where he is today. As well, but yeah, it's not too bad. Kev,
yeah,
we'll conclude here in summary, really, as well. Oh, quickly, there's another story that I want to quickly mention. Could relate certainly to Liverpool. Joey Gomez. We all would like to. I know, as I said, he's probably Liverpool's utility man. It's not just a case of him being a utility man. He brings fundamental footballing qualities to this Liverpool side massively as well, especially if he can stay fit again this season and build off the great 12 months he's had previous. Interesting one. Obviously, Romano mentioned it today. Understand Crystal Palace are considering
Odelan Kosunu.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go there.
Kosunu.
And Maxwell Lacroix. I don't know how I can pronounce that one, but
Lacroix.
As centre-back options. It all depends on Marquis.
Maxence.
Oh.
Maxence. Lacroix.
Yeah, I think it helps with a little Scouse twing on it as well. I don't know. Marquis.
Maxence Lacroix.
Yeah. Sorry, chat. I'm not going to go full Joey Barton in the Marseille press conference for you, because that's what you do not want to be seeing. And I think I got a D.
Just reminding me of that there. Actually, that's all I had in my head was Joey Barton trying to speak English French.
Yeah.
Did you ever see it?
Yeah.
As if you haven't seen it, look it up. Joey Barton trying to speak. Yeah. He puts on a French accent in English, like a fella. It's the most only fools and horses thing I've ever seen. And an interview.
You can tell by my French. That's why I think I got a D in French. I don't think it passed me French, sadly. As you can tell. It depends on Marquez's exit to Newcastle. Said, could this will be interesting. That's what I wanted to speak about. Could be very interesting in terms of the next couple of weeks as well. If the does continue to be open, you've got like the Palace looking for centre halves, Newcastle looking for centre halves as well. I don't think this Joe Gomez situation will go away.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
I think it will be a continuing lot of speculation in regards to Joe Gomez, because his value and his stock is certainly still quite high. Liverpool actively selling Sepp Vandenberg as well.
It'll come to a point where Joe Gomez is going to get his send off by the home fans before he does leave. So it could be like the second game of the season or something like that you might see. The last sign of Joe Gomez if he is going to leave. Like he was a fantastic utility player for us last year. Also with that Adidas thing, that's the rumor that's going around. But they'd have to beat Nike Nike are going to probably want to renew it the same, which is 75 million, 750 million over 10 years with the 20% add-on.
Yeah, it is Adidas.
If Adidas comes in, they'll have to go above the 800, so it'll be like 80 million a year. I think it'll be more than that. It could even go near the billion mark for the deal. So we'll see. That'll be great because Liverpool and Adidas they go synonymously well together. So yeah.
Yeah, 100% chat. Revenue 3 minute free plays minimum for him. Apologies, chat.
So yeah, I'd say the surprise is how well Gravenberch is playing in that double pivot role, almost like the number 6, but McAllister's able to drop in with him and Szoboszlai is able to drop in with him as well. So that's a huge surprise for me how well he did that, because we were talking about Gravenberch coming in first. I was like, are they going to try and test him out as a number 6 on the Klopp? But Klopp didn't. He always tried to play players to where they wanted to play. Bar Trent Alexander-Arnold, which is weird. So if Gravenberch wanted to play further forward, he'd play him further forward. If he wanted to play Gakpo, he'd play Gakpo through the middle, and we all know that Gakpo is better as a left wing, left attacking mid. Yeah. So yeah.
Will be interesting. John said here, pose this to you, Kevin. Chat, pose it straight back at you as well. Nice one, John. Do you think Gravenberch will be our DM against Ipswich? Hope you're having a good evening. Not too bad, John. Most importantly, hope you are having a very scout Monday. I was going to say Sunday evening then. Monday evening, mate, and looking after yourself. Kev?
Yeah, look, he did a very, very good job. Even like if he's not, the one thing that he is good at is intercepting. The one thing that I was impressed with him and Simicast the other day in the last couple of weeks is their ability to get in front of a player that's about to receive a ball and cut out the pass. So, Simicast runs up late, gets the ball off the player. So does Gravenberch. I wouldn't bat an eyelid if he was in the 6 on Saturday. I'd welcome it actually because he's done really, really well in there, especially if McAllister and either Sabazley or Elliott are the next one, but I think more likely it's going to be Sabazley because of the team that was against Las Palmas yesterday. I think gives a clear indication to Slot that he's looking for as you would, how would you say it, more of a press and press resistant team, or more of a an interchangeable space. The players that get into space better than most. So a link up players more like anchor pivots. Is what he likes, because if you've noticed one thing when we're going forward now, it's not just like playing it into an area where we think a fella is going to be or whatever. The minute there's a bit of space, somebody's getting into that space straight away and they know their job, so it's good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think chat is just speaking to one another in the comments there.
What's that? Used to work for a PR firm where they hire jokers like here every day, flooding comments when seeing something.
Silver as well. To be honest, I'm enjoying this podcast. The both of you should continue doing this because we Liverpool fans are starved of content with this. I'll tell you what, there's plenty of people out there that hate the sound of my voice as well. But it's being Kev, very good mates off camera as well.
Yeah,
I've had the privilege of meeting a lot of great podcasters out there that have had me on their channels as well, and it's what it's all about. The thing is, chill, and the thing is, not everyone has the same opinion in life. If you all had the same opinion, it'd be a very boring world we would live in as well. So just chilled, relaxed atmosphere.
I would
channel as well.
I'd say more, and even to the guy you said, like, understand, lads, there is no sponsorship on this channel. There's nobody. It's just two lads talking about football. That's it. One in Ireland and one in Liverpool. And when I come for games, I stay with Jack and I get him and his dad drunk. That's it. And that's all we do. We're just two lads that like football. It's as normal as anything. There's no paid promotions or whatever. Could have sworn I seen something in the chat. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
If any companies out there, then
we'll take them.
My email is on the air.
Oh, yeah, lads.
There we go. It is the Twitter and everything. But that's really, it should get me act together. And if we want to go big Hollywood, but Rome wasn't built in a day. And of course, the most important thing is, as I say to everyone, just be consistent with your content. And this is coming from me later over the last couple of weeks. I know if you've been a regular on my channel the last 7-8 years, sometimes we're not as consistent, but that's life sometimes. And
the ad kick up, they ask me, Jack, are we doing something today? Jack, are we doing something? Oh, today. We'll see. I know we're doing it and we're enjoying every second of it. So, yeah.
So I'll say to everyone, just be consistent in whatever you're doing in work or whatnot. Just keep on grafting and you will. Sometimes you won't see the growth straight away. But I think the most
Scallywags comment.
Oh yeah, what's this? Hang on, what have I seen? When am I seeing?
Oh no, the bottom, the fourth from the last. Yeah.
Don't take
the Manscaped money, please.
That's a good one. That one. There you go.
It is, because they're popping at every football bloody channel around the place and flinging $5,000 at them or something. Just in here, can you just say Manscaped at the end of every video? It
depends if we're all going to adopt the Arnie Schlott Scout Star haircut going on. Like Arnie is a full-on, looks like a Scout Star anyway. It's the North all over anyway, really. When you get to a certain age, I'm slowly getting there. My hairline's in Birkenhead. I'm just going for a bit of Mo Salah as well. Sadly, I can't afford a trip to Turkey anyway. Get a couple of bring my hairline back to when 5 years anyway.
That's never going to happen.
Oh, a nice one, Kevin.
I have long hair, and I've had an M&M shaped head since I was about 15.
Yeah.
So hairline. So yeah, it's there.
So big up there, chat. If you're bald, big up to you as well. If you got a full head of hair, go ahead. Happy days for you as well. But in terms of chat, a massive thank you. I know it's gone off the rails here, but it is what it is. We'll have a good time.
You always go off the rails.
Yeah, we all. But chat, a massive thank you to every single one. Kev, please do shout out where everyone can find all your content as well, please, mate.
Yeah, you'll find me at Irish Spider Guy in most places. I think my phone alarm is going off somewhere, but it's in my ears. But anyway, you'll find me at Irish Spider Guy on Twitch and YouTube for all the gaming stuff. You'll find me at Spider LFC everywhere else. If you want to find me on Twitter, you'll find me at Spider_LFC, and you'll find me at Facebook, the same Spider and Spider LFC.
Big up there, chat. You should do a channel. You want to talk about football? Yeah, channels here, mate, and Kev's obviously does his watch-alongs, but I think for this season, judging from the good feedback that we've had over the last couple of weeks, I think we're going to be, Keegan and Rush for this season as well, little partnership going anyway. So, but yeah, big up there, Bush. As I said, go and subscribe to Kev's channel, as he said. Get him up to at least a K on TikTok as well, so we can start doing lives. It'd be much appreciated if I've got that as well. And it's live. I wish the
alarm is going nuts. Hang on.
But yeah, well done, fellas. Yeah, big up there, chat. Hopefully, we do have some more news tomorrow. But if we get this, if we get the official communication in regards to he's on the plane now and he's coming to Liverpool, then sounds we'll be here as quick as we possibly can. With chat,
just like I did.
I get tired going up the stairs, lads, so I won't run that quick. But chat, have a lovely rest of your evening as well. Big up there, Silver, and obviously big up to Silver and Jen. Really do appreciate both of you dropping in super chats as well. But most importantly, everyone, have a lovely rest of your Monday. It's everyone's worst day of the week. Go in there, smash it tomorrow, Tuesday, and we are grinding.
Like Mondays. Tell me why. No Zubimendi.
Zubimendi coming, lads. Right, chat. See you later. Massive thank you for those support. Hit that like button as well on your way out. Massively does help out the channel. But Reds, see you at the same time, 6 p.m. GMT tomorrow. And yeah, just tuned in, rewind on the video, and we'll go over what we've just gone over. But chat, Kev, nice one, boys and girls. See you later.